Hello, welcome back to another video. I guess I kind of already made an intro. Hello, but whatever. This is just I've already done the whole video. But yeah. So I thought I'd do the intro. So welcome. Uh, you know, I'm doing this off of a guide by Phoenix Creates. Gonna have the link to his channel in the description. Credit to him because honestly, I don't think I could build any of this crap. Um, yeah. Other than that. You know, I will say for like the first half, it was in 30 FPS. Like in the first part, you could tell it was lagging a little bit, but it was actually just kind of stuck in 30 FPS. I didn't know it was in 30 FPS, so it's kind of there. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you like this video. I'm actually editing it right as I speak right now. So after that, I'm gonna record the second episode and do that. Um, Hello. So for today's video, I'm gonna be playing some Satisfactory. I'm gonna be going off of a guide though. Just
Something,
let you know
a
that.
quick tip for you,
But
and that will help you out in our further adventures here on the ground. All right, so let's talk about the Xeno Zapper. Here on this planet,
I'm just gonna
this isn't
wait for
exactly a
I don't know
survival
if you can
game,
hear it,
but there
but
are things that can kill you, and they are very annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Tab to go into our inventory, and you're going to want to equip the Xeno Zapper. The
wait,
Xeno
but
Zapper
where's my
is a
tab? Oh,
great tool for defense. So it's not the best tool, but it will get the job done. And once we get into some combat, I will give you some tricks on that as well to use, which will make short work of what I call the bulls. Next thing we're going to be learning about is scanning features. So with our multi-tool, we can actually scan stuff. If you press V right now is what she's going to tell you. You can scan for iron nodes. What I would prefer to tell you is holding down V.
tab. Do this.
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource
And
scanner
then you'll
to
see
find
the
iron.
radial menu come up here,
Note,
which is
the
only one
acquisition
option
of
right now at
iron
the
is
moment, which is iron
considered
ore. But
essential
as
in
you discover
preparation
new
for all
things,
future
such as copper,
objectives.
limestone, oil, all that other stuff, this radial menu here is going to be filled up with stuff, and you can always just choose one of them by using your mouse, pointing at it, such as iron ore, and then let go of V, and she'll scan. So right now, all Ada's going to do is just tell you about just press V and it will scan. And that's because we only got the one resource. But I wanted to kind of get a jump on this and let you know that you can select those, just hold it down and then choose. And that's going to give us the locations of a resource node. So what she wants us to do is find iron. And there is lots of iron around to be found, luckily. And as you can see, this entire area is quite flat. Lots and lots of stuff around here. So what you're going to want to do is find a location that's good to build your hub. Your hub is your main center. This is where you're going to be doing most stuff. It's where your main computer and stuff is, and essentially the base of the game.
Boop 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 boop. God, I don't want to fall off. There is a power slug on that.
Now, when you choose a starting location, you don't always start in the exact same spot. So, when I was actually trying to film this a little earlier, I ended up starting in a different location. I was like more over that general direction over there, on that other plateau over there. That's where I started. This time I started over here on this plateau. But essentially, you're going to be in pretty much the same area, just not exactly the same spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look around. So with the hub, Ada's going to tell you
Bo don't even drop nothing.
you want to put your hub near iron. Not necessarily so. What you want to do is put it near lots of resources that you can find, and you also want to make sure that you put it near biomass. Now, what do I mean by biomass? What is this strange word carapaces? in the very beginning until you got at least nodes. If we hit some more over there on that location, and I believe there's some more over in that general direction as well. We also have this down here. Now, we can't scan for this, but it is there. And you will see, if you look down there, you see something kind of walking around it. Now, most resources are going to be guarded by something, some sort of creature or something, and I just want to give you a heads up on this. And just in case you just jumped in the game and you're like, oh, iron, I'm going to go over there to that. Just be aware that it is probably going to be guarded with something. Same thing with computers and stuff like that, but we'll talk about that later on. Now, this big thing right here, don't be scared of this guy. This guy with the big body and the tiny little head. Long story, which if anybody wants to know, you can always hit me up on a live stream, and I will gladly tell the story. But anyway, this is Bob. Bob is harmless. He is absolutely tried to attack Academy. That's a rat. I was going that way anyway. You kick a dog, dog come right back. Now, before we get into combat, I'm going to introduce you to something else, just in case you're exploring around the area and you see something.
Yeah, so I am following a guide here. But I think I'm gonna go through the starting process, and once I'm done with it, I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. So basically, all I did was went through here and killed the 2 hogs. I got 2 hog remains. So now I'm just gonna orbit some of these. As much as I can. Just so I can get myself some more of these. And we're gonna probably have to remove these later on anyway. Now I am gonna try to skip most of the boring parts for you guys, but you know, I'm not that good at editing, so and I'm editing all by myself, so yay! That basically just means that I, have why I do this, so let's just get all of this. Oh yeah, and credit because the whole entire base tutorial is from his how the Satisfactory videos series, whatever. Phoenix Creates. I'll link them in the description below. Check them out. Yeah, if you want to use this. This did need this is gonna need precision for the actual factory, because it's just gonna need precision. But I'm just gonna grab some leaves. Okay, now I'm just gonna put on leaf grabbing. I got some that's over here. That should be. I do have enough leaves, I think, at least when starting. 1,000, so it's actually pretty good. But I'm on a laptop, so I have to go switch between events and everything.
Bulls are actually quite dangerous, but they are easy to take out if you are careful. So what you want to do is kind of like what I did there, and trust me, I will go through this again because as you can see, there's some more over there. When he starts charging at you, make sure you have your Xeno Zapper equipped at all times when you are walking around and exploring. You definitely want to have that. You don't want to be caught off guard and not have that in your hand. But once he starts charging to you, hit him twice, which is all the Xeno Zapper can do. You can't hit 3 times in a row. Because if you try that, see how I'm trying to press the mouse, but I only getting 2 hits. That's because it takes a moment after that second hit for the Xeno Zapper to recharge. So, gotta be wary of that in combat. So what I like to do is, once they start coming around at me, I kind of time it a little bit, and then I hit them twice, which stuns him slightly, and then I back away. And then he'll run again, and then I'll hit him twice more.
Did I get
4 hits of a Xeno Zapper on one of the bulls.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and do everything else
and you can
we
pick
gotta
up
do.
what's left behind, which is typically with the bulls and
I'll
carapace.
stop recording
that can be
again.
used
Bye.
in the concept.
Okay,
take
so
things and make other things with
we
it.
are going to be
All the while,
starting
the
by
objective here
viewing
is
the
to try to
wads.
automate
This
all of this
is
process as much as
the
possible.
whole kinda
We're going to build a
starting
factory.
with the hub.
But to build a factory, we got to start somewhere, and that's with iron
So
ingots.
upgrade
Now,
that.
there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can just sit here and hold your mouse button down on craft all day.
Congratulations.
All right.
You have
Another
unlocked
option is you can just kind of
building
tap your space
workshop,
bar, and
equipment,
then that will
portable
automatically
miner,
just start crafting. Now,
inventory,
you don't have to sit at
additional
your computer. You
slots,
can get up,
hub
go get a
feature,
drink,
personal
grab a
storage.
Pepsi, a Mountain Dew, a whiskey. I don't know, whatever your drink of choice is. Go grab that. This will take a few moments with as much as we have, or at least enough where you can grab a drink. If just tapping the spacebar doesn't work for you, another option is to hold shift and tap the spacebar. That seems to work for me a lot of the times as well. Everybody says different things about how this actually works. Most people just say tap the spacebar. It's fine. For me, I usually end up having to hold shift and tap the spacebar. I don't know why it works that way for me and not others, but it just does. Alright, and now as you can see, we've transferred all of our iron ore into iron ingots. So now we can make things. We can make iron plates and iron rods with those iron ingots. We're going to need, just drag and drop the iron rod. One more iron rod to finish it off. And there we go. And we're going to turn around back over here to the hub terminal. Click on this, and you can just drag and drop the iron rods over in there, or you can just hold control and click it, and it will put it right over in there. Control and click it is something that most people do. I'm kind of, I sometimes forget, not really forget, but I guess I'm just in the habit of dragging and dropping things from being a computer user for so long, so I will sometimes drag and drop things, and if you're a YouTuber, sometimes you get yelled at for that. Alright, so yeah, now that we have those in there, just hit upgrade hub, and that will upgrade the hub. Simple as that. Now we have a basic frame kind of going up here, and this thing is beginning to take a little bit of shape. What's this? Another exclamation point. Let's see what this is. Well, this is an inventory box that we have here. So it's, obviously an inventory box is exactly what it says it is. It's an inventory box. You can take things and put them into the inventory box that you don't need at the moment, such as leaves, flowers, wood, alien carapaces. Keep your pellberries though, those might come in handy. Alright, and then once those are in there, that frees up some space on your actual self, and you can move on to the next part, which is completing Hub Upgrade 2. Now, we also got a couple other rewards as well, which is, if we go down here to Production, we have the Craft Bench and the Equipment Workshop. Now, we already have a craft bench right here, so we don't need a second one. If you are playing multiplayer, though, I highly recommend building a second crafting bench, because only one person can use these at a time while you're playing multiplayer, and you're going to need probably at least a second or third, depending on how many people are playing, so make that a priority. But if you're playing by yourself, like we're doing in this one right here, then you don't need the crafting bench. We will definitely need that workshop, though, and I highly recommend building that right away. So how do you build the equipment workshop? Well, you hit the Q button, bring up the building menu. If you hover over the equipment workshop there, it will tell you exactly what you will need to build this. In this case, on cost, down at the bottom right there, you will see it requires 4 iron rods and 6 iron plates, of which we have many. So we're good on this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and that brings up the thing here. We can just move anywhere we want here and place it down. We can let's rotate your mouse wheel, and that will actually rotate things around like that. So I should probably explain that as well. Many times I've played a game and be like, how do you rotate something? And I can't figure it out. Like, it takes me forever to go through the tools and the key bindings and stuff and the settings and everything until I finally figure it out. When I try searching, and it's like, oh, it's impossible to find. I just want to know how to turn something. So in this game, it's your mouse wheel. Just scroll your mouse wheel, and that turns things. And we'll put this down right around here. Is fine. I like to kind of center things a little bit, and that looks good to me. So I'm going to put our equipment workshop right here at the very end of that. Alright, and then we'll just hit F a couple of times to get rid of that. I think you can also hit escape, but I can't remember. And I have a tendency to hit escape way too many times, so I'm trying to break myself of that. Alright, so this is our equipment workshop. What can we make in the equipment workshop? Let's find out. Walk up to it, hit E, and we can make more Xeno Zappers if we need to, or we can make portable miners. I say we make some portable miners. So again, we'll just tap the space bar, start making those. There we go. Now we have 4 portable miners, and this is the key to automation and our first beginnings into that. So let's walk over here to this node over here. Now, remember I talked about limestone earlier, and even though Ada isn't telling us anything about limestone, we're going to get a jump start on this. So I'm going to go ahead, go into Tab, to our menu. We're going to take and drag one of these portable miners. Reminds me of a droid from Star Wars or something. You can't really see it right now, but yeah, we got this little guy here working. So what he's going to do is he's going to start drilling, and then he's going to fill up as soon as he hits 100, and we can come back over here and grab the resources out of it. So this is much easier than just sitting here chipping away at this limestone by hand. Now I've got 4 of these guys, so I am going to go ahead and put 2 of them down here, like so. All right. And what we're going to do next is we're going to run over there to where the iron nodes were. Guys, so I am going to go ahead and put 2 of them down here, like so. All right. And what we're going to do next is we're going to run over there to where the iron nodes were. Now I'm going to show you something that I got yelled at a lot during my first YouTube series on playing through it here with Update 5. The one that everybody is watching. Everybody was yelling at me about doing the slide jump. They say it's faster. And I was like, well, it is faster if you get used to it. So might as well get used to it now, guys. So here's the thing. Holding down Shift key is run. Obviously, WASD is your movement keys. You probably figured this out by now. If not, I'm sure you're probably still at the very beginning of the video trying to figure out how to move. But I assume you figured that out by now. But holding Shift is run, as it is in many first-person shooters and stuff like that. And then if you're running forward and you hit C or hold down C, you'll see he slides. So, and this is actually really handy to get around, because what you can do is this right here. You can run, slide, and hit spacebar to jump, and then just keep doing that. Like, go to a crouch when you're jumping, right before you land, hold down C, bam. And this is actually a good way to move around a lot faster than just running. So there we go. I've gone through the obligatory slide jump maneuver. All right. Now we're going to come over here to our iron nodes. Now we have 2 of those guys left. So what we're going to do is put these guys down. Number 1. And we'll put him down on the iron node. And watch this little animation, because we couldn't really see it on the limestone here. But I don't know. I just love these little guys. They're so cute. There we go. And he's going to start drilling away. All right, and we're going to place the other one down. And there we go. And look, now we have a cute little couple. Look at this. It's a couple of them. Aren't they cute together? And this is the day after Valentine's Day that I'm filming this, so happy Valentine's Day to these 2 guys right here. All right, now they're going to dig away at this iron until they fill up. Now, when we are ready, and once they start getting some, we can just kind of walk over here, click E on these, and we can just hit grab all, and that pulls up all the resources that they have mined so far. Like so. Now, you can come back here. There, the iron doesn't go anywhere. It just stays in. And once they get full, they stop. So you kind of want to keep coming back to these guys and getting your resources every now and then. Now let's head back over here to the hub. All right, we're going to go to the terminal computer, and we're going to hit on Hub Upgrade 2. Now, with Hub Upgrade 2, we get smelters. We get power lines, copper ingots, wire, cable, and we'll be able to scan for copper at this point. Now, all of this is done. All we're going to need is, looks like 10 iron plates, which we just happen to have, and some more iron rods, which won't be a problem to make. So let's go ahead and select that milestone. Again, it will pop up on the top right corner for you. We'll turn around. We'll take those iron ore we got. We're going to make some more iron ingots. And once all that's transferred into iron ingots there, we'll just come down here. We're going to make, we definitely need some more iron rods, so I'll make some more of those. And we need like 20 of them, so I'm going to make like double that. We're going to make 40. And then with the rest of it, we'll just go ahead and make some more iron plates and finish it off with more iron rods until everything is used up. We've made everything we can make. Now we'll turn around, go back to this, hold down control, click. click, boom, boom. Both of those are now in there, and upgrade hub. And there we have it. Now we are on to hub upgrade 2 now. Now you can see we have this nice little room that's been added over here and nothing in it.
Congratulations.
Also looks
You
like
have
some walls
unlocked
have been
hub
added to the
feature
frame.
biomass burner.
And it's starting to take a
Scanner
little bit of shape.
feature
But what's
copper.
this on the
Blue
back?
buildings
What
and
is this?
recipes, which
Why,
can be
this.
found in the build
This is
menu
power.
and craft
Remember
bench
when I was talking about the
respectively.
biomass? Well, this is what all that's going to go into.
Seventh objective.
Just not
Complete
yet.
hub upgrade
So first
3.
thing we're going
Note,
to do is just
connect
kind of avoid
buildings
this. We
to
will
a
click on it
biomass
just to get
burner
the
for
exclamation
power.
point. You can
Note,
see it needs
buildings
fuel.
such as the
It has no
smelter
connection.
require
There's
a
nothing
recipe
connected
to be
it using
set.
power right now. So
Advice.
nothing we can do here
Automate the
at the
smelting
moment.
process and use
Now, one of
portable
the new
miners
toys
for
we got
optimal
after upgrading
results.
to Hub 2 is if we hold down V, like I was saying earlier, now you can see we can select which one we want to scan for. Well, let's scan for copper because that's the newest substance we're going to be able to work with and need. So we do that, let go of V, we'll scan it. Now, as I said, I was already aware that that was up there. There's another one over that way about 440 meters and one that way about 511. This is obviously the closest one, and now you guys can see why I chose this place as our starting point for our hub. It's fairly close to most things we are going to need. Now, what we'll do is we'll come over this way. Oh, and while we're here, don't forget your portable miners. They do have to be emptied every now and then. In other words, they just stop working and are not doing anything. And we want these guys to be working as much as possible. So we'll grab that out. Grab any leaves or anything on your way up there. Oh, and you know what? Something else I need to warn you about before we head up there. Always, always, always make sure your Xeno Zapper is in your hand before you leave the hub. You do not want to just be walking around and then just suddenly get attacked and then fumble around trying to equip your Xeno Zapper. It is, if you do that, you're going to have a bad time. All right, let's go on up here and just, like I said, just keep picking up leaves and up here. And jump up here and here. Now there should be something guarding us right there. We have a pool over here. So if we just come over here, he should see us soon. Start running at us. Hit him twice, back away. And there we go. Easy peasy. Alright, now this is a copper node. You will know it from its blue tint. This is apparently a normal one. So we're going to go ahead and go off of this. And something I should have done, and I forgot. Because, you know, even an experienced player forgets things sometimes. I should have made a couple more portable miners so we could bring them up here and put on top of this. But nonetheless, we do have some copper here now with us. We'll go ahead and grab a little bit more until we hit about 40 or so. That should be fine. There we go. Alright, now we'll head back down again, grabbing any leaves, things like that. And just gradually make your way back down to the hub. Now, be careful right here that you don't fall off on too high of a point. You can hurt yourself, and if it's too high of a point, you can die. And that's not good. We don't want you to die. So don't do that. Alright, what I'm going to do is go to the equipment workshop. We're going to just make a couple more portable miners over here real quick. It says I can make 3. 3 sounds good. I'm going to make 3. And with the 3 portable miners that I just made, I'm going to bring all 3 of them up here, and we're going to take and put at least 2 of these guys down here, and we'll plop down the second one. There you go. Guys, go. Now get to work, slaves. Alright, and we're headed back down here. And with the 3rd portable miner that I made, I'm actually going to put that one over there with the iron again, because we are going to need a lot more iron than we're going to need of anything else. And we'll put the 3rd little miner bot right down there so he can start mining. And look, now our couple has turned into a threesome. Have fun, guys. Don't do anything I would. Alright, and let's jump back over here to the hub again. Now, at the hub terminal, let's go ahead and click on it, or you could do this at any time, really. And let's go ahead and click on Hub Upgrade 3. Now, let's see what we get with that. We get constructors. Power Pole Mark 1. concrete, screws, reinforced iron plates, and we can then scan for limestone, which isn't important anymore because we already know where the limestone is. We're already gathering it, which that limestone that we've been getting is going to be very important here in a moment. So let's go ahead and select that milestone. What do we need for that? Why, we need 20 copper wire, 20 iron rods, and 20 iron plates. Well, we better get to work making some iron and copper ingots. And you know what? Let's go ahead and we're going to put our copper ore into copper ingots here real quick because we are going to need some of that. With our copper ingots done, at this point we're going to go ahead and we're going to make all the copper ingots into wire. This is actually pretty fast to make wire. It doesn't take long at all. And as I'm making the wire, you will notice this number down here next to cable is going up. That's because it takes wire to make cable. So now you're starting to see the process. Copper makes copper ingots make...
Been recording for 17 minutes. I didn't even know that. Okay, well, I was recording long. I was gonna skip that. I'll make that video not long. But for the rest of the hub, I'm gonna do that camera. Just, hey, well, okay. Now welcome back. I'm not starting a new video. So welcome back. I got us to the now we're in D1 base building logistics. The inventory enhanced slot fail. All this stuff. And the map. Part assembly is then gonna be next. We got all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video off here, doing the hub and all that. Um, I did do this thing. I guess this little base type thing. It is a builder right now, so it's constructing iron plates, which I do need. But think I'm gonna go edit this video. Um, yeah. So that's probably gonna edit this video, post it, and get back on for the second video. So, you know. So I will see you guys. Yeah, I have to open it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.